vessel, we are told, has caught fire near the Bandar Abbas port in southeastern Iran following US and Israeli strikes. Footage from the Bandar-e-Lengeh in Hormozgan province shows the ship destroyed as regional tensions rise in the Persian Gulf. Authorities are warning of ongoing threats to maritime activity in the area. Visuals coming in of thick smoke rising from this ship. This is the Bandar-e-Lengeh port. Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta, this ship has been struck. It is completely on fire as we speak.
Good evening, Udaji. This is very, very unfortunate that the war is getting prolonged. I can see now, as we heard from our colleague from Kuwait, that things are getting worse in the region. I have lived in Bahrain and I was there during 1990 invasion of Iraq, and I saw how destabilizing it could be for small countries. The Gulf countries are very, very small. Their population is small. Their economy is dependent on the cities, except Saudi Arabia and UAE, where there are 2-3 major cities. All are basically city countries, and their entire economy is based on those cities. Now, coming back to the question, you see, the election or selection of the new supreme leader in Iran, Mustafa Khomeini, who is the second son of Ayatollah Khomeini, is sending very clear signal that Iran is not ready to compromise. Iran is not proceeding to go for dialogue. They are all bent upon continuing this war and fighting against the US and Israeli forces. That is one signal which is very, very clear. The second thing which US has failed to do so far is to contain the attack of Iranian missiles. It was given, impression was given in the beginning that within a few days their missiles stock and their launchers would be destroyed and they will have no capacity to launch. But till today they are able to launch. Now airspace is completely controlled by US and Israeli forces. Despite that, Iran is able to launch. Obviously they have certain mechanism which is absolutely hidden, and US and Israeli forces have not been able to detect their launchers, nor they have been able to destroy the stockpile of missiles and drones in the countries. The third point is that now, despite the President of Iran's assurance that the Gulf countries will not be attacked, the attacks are continuing on civilian targets. In Bahrain, the Bamco, which is the only oil refining facility, has been attacked. A desalination plant has been attacked. Similarly, in Kuwait, the airport has been attacked. In UAE, certain structures, buildings have been attacked. So the civilian targets are coming constantly under attack of Iran. Now, whether it is failure of command and control or whether it is something else, we don't know, but the war is escalating.
Yes. More breaking news, in fact, also coming in now. The Israeli military has launched a new wave of strikes across Tehran, Isfahan and southern Iran, targeting infrastructure of what it calls the Iranian terror regime. The operation marks a significant escalation in the ongoing regional conflict, with Israeli forces warning of continued attacks on key Iranian sites. Major General J.K. Bansal is live with us, defense expert. Major General Bansal, let me quickly bring you in here on these latest wave of Israeli attacks. What do you make of the targets of these strikes?
Their main aim was to destroy the missiles and drones and IRGC, which Israel and America could not succeed. Now they are destroying the infrastructure, the refinery, their desalination plant. And what is most horrifying is that because this oil is burning over there, and which is coming as an oil rain on the roads and on the vehicles, and the roads are burning, so it is causing a lot of problems. And as has been told by Mr. Gupta, so far America and Israel is not able to degrade their retaliatory capacity. Of course, it has been reduced up to a certain extent, but this keep on going. But as you mentioned earlier also, that there has, despite the Pezeshkian told that we want to apologize whatever has been done in the neighboring countries, and after that also there have been attacks to other Gulf countries. It appears to be there may be some kind of divide between the politicians and the person like moderate person like Pezeshkian and the hardcore IRGC. That is one thing. And secondly, maybe America may try to have a rift between the IRGC and their regular forces, which they are, of course, large in number, maybe about 4-5 lakhs, and they are not getting the proper treatment. Definitely, there has been rivalry earlier also, the regular forces. So now, this I think in the next 3 to 4 weeks, maybe that Israel and America will be able to contain and will be able to completely degrade their missile and drone system, because the America as such has also moved this third aircraft carrier, the George Bush. But as very rightly said, because of the regime, there has been change of the leadership, but the regime remains same and is more hardcore. The new leader is more hardcore, that Iran is not going to come down and they will keep on fighting. As they always mention, that till last drop of blood we will keep on fighting. So that fight will keep on going. And ultimately, once either there could be some kind of pressure from the world and the countries affected by this, maybe Gulf countries and the other part of the world, because of economic and the oil crisis. But otherwise, America and Israel will keep on attacking
Yes.
Iran, and ultimately they
Okay.
may degrade it
Okay.
completely. Then
More